Honestly, I do not remember what I was doing back in part 7. Am I gonna look at the footage? Nah, it'll come back to me. Anyways, welcome back to Citizen Sleeper part 8, and let's just get into it. Nothing left to say. If you guys are enjoying, definitely hit the subscribe button though. Alright. I don't even know what mission we're on, to be honest. I don't even know if I'm being tracked anymore. There's the Greenway. I mean, alright, let's start. I just learned you could do this. I just learned you could do this with WASDA. Wow. Wow, so many parts later. Okay, so I do remember we were helping the one girl up here, and then we were helping Fang. Throw the risk, let's see. Oh my gosh, dude. Holy moly, what? I'm about to rent one out, yeah. Because I'm about to just stay up here and complete this part. Have one. Good. In this cycle, bro, I'm gonna have to eat too. I see where they have the things up here now, just in case. Okay. All right. Nice. What is Castor doing up here? Castor, what? Bro, I love how they got Castor in this one. What is he doing up here? Castor walks out. They screwed us. I was there. I know, he measures your eye. An ugly business. Control, certainly, but there's no corporate oversight out here. But that's not all. He stares at the pristine yellow hall. It's Castor gravely. Whoa. Oh, that's foul. Wait, he wants to help me get out? This is who I meant to come for. Okay. I don't know what happened with this, but it's like red. What in the hell? You have to do them back and forth. A little bit more. What do I have to do for this? Does this end the game for me though? Shoot, I could end the game that way. Dude, I feel like I don't want to end the game that way though. I want to help Fang. Okay. I'm just gonna go through this, you guys can read it. Oh, that's how you get the caps. What's this? Well, I helped Bliss. Now imagine I just leave. Who wanted mushrooms? Supplies. Gathering supplies for the refugee. Where do I have to go for this one? Is it here? Okay. Jeez. Of darkness. So it's chaos. It's like primordial chaos, like the beginning of the universe type. The gardener, ingrown farm administrator. Was that it? What the heck? We picked up an item called the gardener's seed. Where would you plant this though? Oh, that's for the thing? Whoa, whoa, hold up, what? Is this what he wants me to do? Okay, hang on. I'm trying to get a... Got it. Got it on 2. Gonna make one of these and then sell them. Then sell it. Some extra dough. Give me that 150. Okay. You know, I like Castro, but mysterious figure already. Let's see, let's see. I want to see the ending that happens with him. All right, let's see here. Risky. I'm gonna risk it. We're gonna get positive. I still need 1. Bad shift. He wants the mushrooms, but I don't want to. Will you help them? I want to give them the mushrooms if I'm gonna dip. I know it won't matter, but my own like headcanon in roleplay in this world is like I helped them before I left. Okay, I still got a little bit to go. She's about to have a new contract. I'm not helping her with that. All right. Go in the cycle. I've been feeding this cat, bro. It's not... I don't know if you get an achievement. I'm not sure. I feel like this is just catching you, man. Get it? Cat catching you? I don't know. I think I lose energy, so I should have just slept anyways. Oh my gosh, those rolls, bro. Bring mushrooms to the briar. Where were they? Do I have to map it to find them? I think I have to map this to find them. Unless they're here. But I don't think they're here. Which... I don't know if I could do it in one... I don't know if I could do it in the cycles that I have. Let's see. Let's get one of those. Okay. Jesus. Oh, 2 6s on the reroll. Do I have to keep hacking? No, I got the data right. I'm gone. Whoa. I don't like you tracking me. That's unfortunate because that's exactly what I'll be doing for the foreseeable future. No, is Castor working for someone? I didn't see it coming. I did agree to this. I did agree. I helped this stupid motherfucker. I can't even say I didn't agree to this. The running game. whatever it takes to get that ticket. That's how you get that freaking achievement. It's caster. So do I need to be up here? I probably need to be up here. Wow, dude, he hit us with something. Imagine, wait, does that change the ending if I disable my tracker now with Fang? Dude, this dude has been promising to disable the tracker forever, dude. I had to hack someone, right? It was right here. Yeah, hardened agent. I mean, let's see if I can get it before everything goes up in smoke. I'm gonna have to give this dude the mushrooms. Just give it to him. Whoops. Three cycles? Oh, man. That bastard caster. I'm gonna just use this here. Should I? Oh no, I know where. The best place to make money. Can I get a I can't. Is there any way I can use this? Let's try to use it here. If I get 50, that's crazy. Wow. Wow, I used a 1. That's insane. Yeah, too easy. Game is too easy. Alright. Let's end the cycle. Damn it, caster. If I end, look at these rolls. Look at these rolls now that I'm ending the game. That's crazy. I think I'm coming to the end right here. Dude, like... Caster... If this doesn't get like the tracker removed, that would be a cool ending to me if that combines it together. Is that it? Yjoldinrelvae agent. I have the data. You have to find another. It's there was 2 leads, right? Oh, hardened agent. Right here it was. All right, let's get it. I wanted to help with Fang. That's it, right? I think that's it. Disable the tracker, bro. Arguing with Jenna? Oh, man. Not doing his job. I get it. Remember, pause if you want to read. The wastes. So you gotta basically pick a storyline. Old connections. So what's next? No, I don't trust anyone. Honestly, I know this game. I don't trust anyone. Screw that. Only have 1 point. Screw that, dude. No, Fang is lying, bro. You know how long I've been trailed along for all these characters, dude? Help Fang. Man. Screw that, dude. We're out of here. We're out of here. How many cycles left? 3? I got literally the best rolls, man. I'm out of here, dude. You can't trust anyone in this game. I'm not trusting him all the way through. Some bullshit. Is it 2? Wow. I could have maybe gotten them the mushrooms. I don't even care anymore. Why is it you always have to wait for Fang? When is he going to be the one waiting for you? Is this just like, is it like turning into a story where everyone plays you? Is this the part of the cyberpunk world from this game? That the literal joke is that these dudes just everybody is just playing you, bro? Like, is everybody literally playing you? Except the chef? Like, is the chef the only one not playing you? Barter for food. Let's get some food from here so I could say I've done it. Thief. You can really play a thief in this game. I don't know if it's worth it. At this point, honestly, everybody in this world's a thief. You might as well be. Unless you got some sort of integrity. I love how I'm saying that like I'm the villain in real life. No, but seriously, this game world is annoying, bro. Spores? A cocktail of unknown spores. What can you do with it? Unsure what you might be able to mix. Can we even do anything with it? I think you have to help this community. If I knew, I wish I didn't start the caster stuff, but to be honest, I'm sick of waiting for Fang. That is upsetting me. I started this video with wanting to help this motherfucker, and now I don't care, dude. Let's give the cat some more food. Kind of want to go see what this ancient knowledge is about, but I gotta find a place to plant it. I'm done, dude. Oh, her, bro. I'm done. I'm not reading. I'm done. Everybody is using me, bro. That's how this story is written. What is going on here? Star Wars vector. How many cycles? Nah, man. Let it fall apart, dude. He's talking about I owe her, bro. Not with me though. It's not my problem. Let's go see where to plant this. If I could do it in 2 cycles. Maybe I could find a way to pull a fast one on Caster. If like I could end the game getting the tracker off from Fang, that would make me think like after I made that choice with what's his name, Caster, I would feel like, oh, we pulled the W because now he can't track us. He's probably gonna go kill our sleeper, bro, or we're the sleeper, but he's gonna go kill the body we're emulated off of. Dude, where do you go plant this? I'm gonna say bye to the homies here. Yeah, I'm gonna work a good shift. There you go, working a good shift. Let's go. Let's work these shifts. Don't give me bad service. I can reroll. Let's go. All positives. Positives. We're all good. Boom. Leave. Now I get to talk to real, yeah. Watch the spacer, busy yourself. This is the person we fought? Oh, breathing. Shit. Sleeper, she ducks behind her. Can you help me with this? How did you get that up here? The tank in the back. All right, I'm done, man. I don't trust these storylines. I don't trust these people. Drive. Like, I think I got lost. I think the main mission was to worry about self, bro. It should have been self-preservation. Look at this, 444 on the credits. You already know. We're done. Let's get out of here. I don't know where to plant this seed, dude. Hang on. That's it. We're ending the game like this. We're ending the game from sleeping. It's literally probably the bad ending, and usually I try to go for the good ending in the game, but this threw me for a loop. Got some good rolls too. It's a shame. It's a shame. Just one energy. Negative outcome, but I still got an energy. Cool. All right. Don't tell me like I get played, right? Just in case, like there's the off chance I get freaking played. Damn. Unfortunate. Rigged and ready, bro. Here we go. Complete the active what? There's active ones. Oh no, is it the girl at the bar? Oh, it's him. All right, you know what? I'll read because I like this guy. Emphis is preparing the griol caps or girl. Oh, he has had heavily adapted he had to heavily adapt this recipe. He says, but the smell is already incredible. It emanates from a strange purplish white bulb you have never seen before. He is slicing it finely. He brushes and slices the mushrooms and then places them in the wok. The sliced bulb and the oil, they caramelize there. In that well-worn crucible, he adds liquids, transparent and opaque. Then it turns down the heat. A sprinkle of leaves is the final touch. We have a moment, sleeper. He smiles. Do you have a story? Of course. Something in the scent of the food gives you a feeling of nostalgia, something distant and melancholy. It seems like the story should match the feeling somehow, and maybe you'll feel better for telling it. Call your oldest memories. You start by explaining that when you are emulated from a person, many of your memories are left behind. Perhaps it is an intentional part of the process, a way to keep sleepers ignorant and malleable. Or perhaps it's a side effect of the imperfect emulation. See, that's what I like about how it's kind of like consciousness. It's like we come down to these human bodies and we forget that we're these divine, infinite beings. But okay, you admit that you really don't know. What you do know is some memories survive, and that on occasion they come back to you like shadows passing overhead. You detail one recurring memory which, despite returning to you with enough regularity for you to think it familiar, always fades quickly as it arrives. You struggle to explain the feeling of being whole for a moment that comes with this memory, and then how that wholeness slips away to you to leave you feeling like you have forgotten something important, but you just can't bring it to mind. Emphis nods throughout, cooking as he does. With deft and skillful movements, you start to trail off when you realize you can't find the words to explain how the memories you do have feel like both yours and someone else's at the same time, and how that always fills you with certain sadness. The sadness of remaining forever unknown even to yourself, and to just get absolutely played by everybody and their sister. Emphis finishes cooking and meets your eye. I'm sorry, sleeper, for your troubles. He puts the wok aside. I appreciate you sharing with me. He smiles. I hope it lightens you a little. It doesn't. You know why? Because everybody's out to get me. He passes you a bowl and heaps the griots into it, their yellow color mixing with the pale sauce in whirls and blooms. Eat. This is gonna give me one energy. I'm already full, bro. The dish is delicious. Filling it warms you as you eat it in a way you weren't even sure your body could be warmed. It is a small mercy. You think that S and ARP left you this pleasure. What? Hell nah. Many of the features of the frames are there to simulate human experience. You know that much. Emulated minds cannot be rewired, so their need for embodied experience must be met. That is why you breathe even when you do not need air. Without that simulation, the sensation of drowning would be unbearable. Food serves another purpose. Your frame is able to metabolize it and produce energy from the raw material. So glorified humans, they don't need to, I'm just joking. Vitamins and minerals are excess, of course. Your frame only needs the raw power. So much is wasted. And yet, while you eat this food and feel that warmth, nothing feels wasted. It all means something to you. Yeah, man, it's the feeling. As you finish, Emphis takes the bowl, the last of his cleaning. He smiles at you, and neither of you feel the need to say anything more. Instead, you simply exchange nods and walk your separate ways back into the bright market, somehow changed. That's what a good food experience can do for you. Goodbye, Emphis. You're the only one I'm gonna miss, man. Screw everyone else. Screw everyone else coming off so fucking strong. Screw this ship. As you wait, you nervously inspect your ID film, desperate for a distraction. As you lift the film to the light, something strange, something that makes you flinch. The face printed on the film is the one you recognize immediately, but it's not you, at least. It's not how you look. You squint at the ghost, confused why you hadn't noticed earlier. It's a picture you remember being taken, a memory that you didn't know you had. You remember signing the forms, the walk to the sleeper tanks, the cold metal floor. You remember SNARP employee who helped you in. Her smile, clean and surgical. You freeze in place, thinking of the you that still sleeps somewhere in SNARP facility, that won't wake until you are recovered and disposed of. And now you are leaving. Will they ever wake up? Next, the guard interrupts your thoughts, gesturing you for... Wait for a moment. You need to wait for a moment. This is all happening too fast, changing too much. There's so many questions you have, so many threads to catch hold of, and yet here you are boarding a ship to who knows where on a journey that will take decades. Is this really what you want? How will you even survive? You suddenly feel dizzy, unsettled. You take a breath. This is it. You reflectively look over your shoulder one last time, and that is when you see them. They don't seem to see you. Instead, their eyes locked on the yellow eyes, waiting for it to undock from their lives and drift into the black. I'm gonna do the bad ending, bro. The guard takes the ID and slides it across the white machine, much like the one Caster printed. You reflectively rub the puncture mark on your hand, even though there's no trace of it now. It seems to be your destiny to be someone else's tool. You move up to the entrance, refusing to look back. You keep moving up into the docking bridge, then along the thin glass walled connector. It feels like you are gliding among the stars themselves. You stare wide-eyed at the vast hull of the sidereal horizon, and try to think of this huge machine as home. It is still a picture of the old you, the person that signed up to have their consciousness copied and placed in the ownership of SNR. Why would the character do this? That's insane, man. Impulsively, you decide you don't need to think about that person anymore. You crumple up to the film and let it drop, then step through the threshold onto the ship. Later, you lie back on your bunk, the thrust of the sidereal's vast engines kick in. This feeling, this rumble, will be your constant companion for the next decades. It will be where you work, when you sleep, when you dream of the planet at the end of the journey. It will stay with you when your body starts to fail as the years stack up, and it exceeds its safe operating period by a decade. It will underscore the debate between the other crew members as they discuss whether they have enough resources to try to keep you alive. It will be the final thing you hear as they say solemnly shut down all but the most vital of your functions, telling you that they will awaken you on arrival to Cellus 1. But for now, in this moment of departure, it is still a new sound, a new feeling, and because of this, it's filled with the promise of the future. And so you settle back in your bunk and close your eyes, and in the moments you are sleeping a perfect dreamless sleep, the most peaceful that you can ever remember. Nothing will get in the way of your escape apart from you. That actually was a good ending. That was actually a lot of good writing for that specific ending. Maybe not the ending I would have gone for, because it made it like the way they wrote it made it seem like you don't want to. You want to figure out as much as you can figure out. Honestly, the game mechanics are easy. I thought there was going to be a more sense of a struggle survival, but it was kind of easy. I was kind of looking for a little bit of a challenge. It got easy after a while, and then there's a lot of dialogue, man. It's almost like this game should just be a visual novel. Like, instead of having the like food, like basically the energy is a food mechanic, and then the sleep cycles, which are just the cycles. But yeah, I honestly, I don't know, like I guess the cycles kind of get dicey if you have multiple things to do. So it's like, basically, if you take on too many missions or too many side missions, I don't even know if you can cut off paths. I didn't really pay attention to that during the playthrough. If like when I started someone's main mission, another one ended. So assuming you can do everybody's story, I don't know what is the complete one path, but I usually want to go for the best ending I think is the best ending. To me, that was not the best ending. I think the best ending would have really figured out what was going on and persevere regardless of everyone using you. But ultimately, it felt like there probably is a good ending, but I don't know what it is. Truthfully, it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the whole soundtrack. I enjoyed all the designs. The designs were phenomenal for the characters. They really were. And that's exactly where I'm going to end it in the video. I don't really like what I started to talk about towards the end in this take, because I have to give a lot of context to what I'm talking about. I understood the themes of the story, and to be honest, I did get lost for a second that there was a sleeper. Like, I thought the person we were playing as was like some sort of conscious copy. Like, the original was killed, but their consciousness was uploaded. But but the person was actually asleep somewhere. So it was just like you were playing as a character that was an offshoot of the original, which in my eyes would still make you the original. Like, it would still make you the original. You're just a clone, but it would make you the clone. Like, yeah, that's the definition of freaking clone. But it was just odd, you know. And then again, I went on this little rambling about the dialogue and everything, which, yeah, for a lot of the dialogue, a lot of the narrative was interesting and I was invested. And what's crazy is, for as immersed as I was, you know, there wasn't like any clear indicator, which I feel like would have been better. This is kind of the point I made about Outward, where Outward was hard. That is a difficult game. That is not a game for everybody. But once you get in the swing of things, you're good, or you know, if you can adapt and everything. And that's where this kind of puzzled me, is I didn't know too much which way. Like, I was completely blind going into it. And I get it was like your choose your own adventure, because there's some decisions you've seen in the videos along the way that I just decided not to do. But I didn't know what the clear ending was. I became very disconnected. I found some other Steam reviews that ended up saying they felt the same, and I did, trust me, completely blind. Like that, I'm about my integrity, so I stand on that. Completely blind, I felt the same. So when I seen those reviews, I felt, well, of course I felt validated, but then I knew some people were noticing the same thing I was, because there is this disconnect that you notice. You know, I feel like you noticed if you were paying attention, because I was trying to be hella immersed. But when I started to talk about it, I didn't articulate it in the best way, so I'm just going to leave it alone. But yeah, there was just at moments where I felt disconnected, and because of that disconnect, I got lost with a lot of the decisions. And then another thing, I get it's a cyberpunk universe, so I guess it's supposed to be dark. You can't trust anyone, but that's also what's confusing about the game. It doesn't necessarily feel like it's it doesn't necessarily feel like it's a dark game. You know, the art style is very like uplifting. Like everything, like I said, is beautiful. The music is beautiful. Everything about it is beautiful. But I think the way the narrative standpoint like handles the whole nature, consciousness, all these kind of metaphysical mixed with scientific stuff, you know, let's say the metaphysical, the spiritual, trying to bring it all together in this kind of AI consciousness thread, origin, primordial force of the universe type of conversation, that can get really muddy if not done properly. And I feel like this, honestly, ambition, good. I love the ambition, but it felt like that's what the narrative was. Like it was either too ambitious, talking about things like, I don't want to make certain claims. That's also why I deleted my part. But it felt strange. I can't put my tongue on it, but it just did not, it disconnected me at one point. But I kind of got a lot of the themes they were going for. Hopefully I did. I mean, it's art, right? So it's up to your interpretation. But that's the thing too. With a lot of the storylines and a lot of the choices you make, it feels like you're barely impacting things. And it is linear, but with it having multiple endings, like, I don't know, like, to me, it didn't feel linear. I feel like I would describe linear as like you have a literal straightforward goal, and I get the goal is to survive, but I don't truly know if there's an ending where you could literally beat the entire game by just getting the food and stacking the credits. And like the game eventually ends. I don't even know if I think the cycles just keep going on, right? I don't think there's any days you're trying to beat that. And that's what I mean too. There was no indicator for where the game ends, what path to take, blah, blah, blah. And it just felt like, I felt like this disconnect from the character too, because of the choices in conversation that they give you. And I feel like when it comes to a game being about consciousness, you need a lot of choice. You need a lot of choice, you know, because something like that can get very convoluted. And that's what I would describe the story as. It was a bit convoluted. And I mean, I deal with metaphysics in real life and it gets convoluted. I mean, I deal with all sorts of things. I got some books here. I love I just dropped my bottles. I love referencing the astral body. Oh my gosh, a bottle fell standing straight up. Whoa, that's freaking crazy. That was dope. But the astral body and other astral phenomenon, you know, how the spiritual world projects into the physical. I always recommend these books because they're such deep and good reads. But yeah, just like mentioning them, it's like I deal with this. I see so many concepts and I see how, you know, my own experiences, I shape my own perspective around things. And it feels like when you get into these concepts, talking about like the threads and everything of life and then the consciousness and AI and all this, that you need to be someone that's able to really drive the whole point to a center. I mean, you don't, but that's why I want to say like a lot of the writing to me was good, but it got weird. I think it got weird for particularly some of the personal storylines between the people. I don't know, maybe because of how I played through the game, it got too fuzzy, right? And that's why I'm going to say, if you've truly made it to the end, and hopefully you make it to the end of what I'm saying here, is that I don't dislike the game. I would totally recommend it. Narrative wise, it was a good I loved the characters, a lot of them. And you've seen my playthrough, so I can't lie. But I can't lie if I would say that I didn't get disconnected. Why I'm saying that I got disconnected could be wrong to someone. That is totally fair. But to me, it really does feel like it had something to do with the narrative, because there was so much text. Also, and I don't know this either, I don't know if some of the text box were glitching sometimes. That's a minor problem. That's all right. But it just, you know, it to me, it added to the feeling that the placing the narration and stuff, like the text was rushed and just things like that. But the gameplay loop became so fun, especially when you started to get money. It didn't feel challenging. I don't know if the point was to feel challenging or again that was just like a background mechanic. But at like there was like maybe a handful of times that I got tense about a decision. But again, at the same time, it's just everybody playing you too. I guess that's just the whole cyberpunk genre and universe. But for me, I don't know. It was odd. It was odd. Like, it wasn't odd. Like, I get if that's supposed to be the cyberpunk universe, but this world, this little like ship they were on, you know, you had the whole Yatagon gang. You had the what the hell were they called? What were they called? I'm forgetting their names. Like, you had like the corpos. Literally, you had the corpos and the nomads, or you had the corpos and you had the yakuza. That's what this seemed like. But you know, they felt like they were Oni themed, Yatagon and stuff. But again, it didn't feel like the world was really that dangerous. I don't know. It's just seeing like that life, I guess, of like what it looks like, you know, getting, you know, first on experiences from people I've talked to. Like a cyberpunk, like seeing the cyberpunk genre world is supposed to be this gritty, dark, and I don't know if this was supposed to be dark. And then there's just like one narrative choice that really messed me up was when the one girl killed her friend. That made no sense to me. The one that stole from her. That means she stood so hard on her principles. She was a boss. Like, there's a lot of women leaders in this. And then it showed that she had like no emotional intelligence. That hit her that hard to the point where she killed him and didn't spare his life. And I'm sure we could have changed the outcome of that. But again, there was like, I don't know. Like, I feel like there should be a little bit of indication that we could have done it. She didn't have any change of heart too. She was cold-blooded. But like I said, I didn't really disagree with it because what? He stole from her, right? And if I wouldn't do that, he could have found another way. But that's, you know, at the same time as if I'm going to apply that to him, I can apply that to her. She didn't have to shoot him. So I don't know. I don't really, there's just some stuff I just was like, meh. And then the Warwick or the bounty hunter that was coming after you, the second one, that made no sense. And sometimes I feel like writing an annoying character, you can write them right. I'm not saying everyone had, like, again, because this is all subjective too, because they're my feelings. But Claptrap is an annoying ass little robot from Borderlands. That is how you write an annoying character. But to write an annoying, deadly character is like kind of like Deadpool, but he's an anti-hero. The first bounty hunter that comes after you is fucking written annoying, bro. I'm sorry, it just is. And yeah, and that's really my feelings on the game. But when the second bounty hunter came, that made no sense to me either. I just was so fucking confused. I don't like that I felt disconnected because I really wanted to like the narrative a lot, but I felt like I was just getting stringed on, and then it became more about just beating the game. Anyways, I personally do like the game. Enjoyed it. Enjoyed all the style. Enjoyed the music. The music really won me over. I'm really musical in that sense of just like I like a good soundtrack. But man, this game was a drag, man. Like narrative wise, it was a lot of reading. It was good, but again, that's like reading a book. You know, what you're going to take from a book is going to be, you know, like that's what I mean. This is like a book done in a game format with a. But that's where it has to be like, if it's going to be done in a game, kind of at least make sure it's like, you know, like, because the way it was advertised, like how I seen it on Steam, it made it seem like, oh, survive and do this. And yeah, man, I don't know. But anyways, much love, Moonlight. I'll see you on the next one. Don't take this the wrong way, by the way. I loved the game. I really did. But it's just, there was some things that, and the disconnect to the story bothered me. And I don't know why I was feeling this disconnect, because I really immersed myself, paid attention, and I got lost by paying straight attention. Just, yeah, I don't know. And I didn't even walk away from the game and come back. I recorded a lot of the episodes in the same day. So yeah, I don't know. And that too didn't burn out. If that's, you know, I just don't know. I felt the disconnect. Then I went to look at the Steam reviews after I got done playing. And yes, people were feeling a disconnect too. I don't know. I guess it's like what I know personally outside the game about consciousness and metaphysics. But it just warped. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know what was happening. But yeah, don't take it the wrong way. I'm trying because, you know, I know it's the internet. I can't, you know, I don't know. Some people be sensitive. And that's why I just want to say, I don't want to offend any of the devs with this game, or even when I do game reviews. I just literally, objectively, the narrative was dragged. It just looked really long and convoluted, and subjectively I feel like it made no sense at times with some of your decisions that you got to respond with. You couldn't just straight up tell somebody no at times, and I don't know if I dig that. All right, much love, Moonlight. I'm out.